Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you're now watching another episode of Read Game, and I'm your host, Reed, and let's jump back into Proverbs. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And what does this mean? It means that you got to be careful with what you say to others and to yourself. A lot of people think that it's just meant like, yo, don't talk bad about people. And don't talk bad about yourself. Don't talk bad about anyone. Don't use your words carelessly. Don't use your words carelessly. It says in the Bible that you will be judged on every idle word. So even in the comfort of your own home when no one's around, know that God's around and he hears you. He hears you. Be careful with your words, man, because you just don't know what you are saying to someone, how it could be very detrimental. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You have to be careful what you say. Obviously, you don't want to say bad things to others, but you don't want to say bad things to yourself. Even if you've done something wrong, even if you made a terrible decision with something, be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. You wouldn't say those things to your best friend, so why are you saying them to yourself? You wouldn't say that to your significant other that you love. Why are you saying that stuff to yourself? Really? Think about that. Like, before you go into the rigmarole of the self-reflective, destructive, ruminating thoughts, because I have done it. I've been there, done that, and sometimes still do it. Think like, yo, would I say this to my loved one? Would I say this to my best friend? No, then I'm not gonna say it to myself. I think that's a great rule to follow. And you should say good things. Practice saying words of affirmation every day. I have different little reminders that pop up on my phone. I put it in the reminders app. I got at least 12 of them that pop up daily throughout the day, different times that have different meanings for me. And they're just good nuggets for myself. For myself to just feel good. Really, to just feel good, to just keep your mind in a good place, and you know how people will say a good vibration, but just to keep yourself at a higher state. You should watch how you're talking to yourself. Your mind, whether you believe it or not, subconsciously will pick up on the things that you're feeding it. So if you're feeding yourself bad things, bad words all the time, don't be surprised if you just feel down and you have no reasoning why. You're just like, yo, I feel down. Because you're talking to yourself crazy, or you're letting people talk to you crazy. You have to protect your peace from yourself and from others. From yourself, you should always ask this question: is this helping my mental state? Is this helping my peace? And if it's not, then knock it off. Stop. I know you could be going through so many different things. Well, it doesn't matter. You be stressed out, but think good thoughts and say those things out loud to yourself. If a person is driving you up a wall, stressing you out, you don't have to play in that realm. You can separate yourself. It doesn't matter who it is, but you should definitely be trying to separate yourself from that person in that situation, because your mind and your peace is everything. That should be your number one thing. Oh man, this person is putting me in a mental state that I don't care to be in. Remove yourself from it. You may not be able to remove them because it could be whoever in your life, right? But you should definitely make reservations and draw lines of like, hey, I'm not going to subject myself to whatever it is. So keep that in mind. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Mindful of your words. Don't speak carelessly to yourself, to others, or into your idle time at all. And before you act, too, because usually a thought with words usually turns into an action, ask yourself, is this the will of my Father in heaven? How would he feel if he was in the room and he heard me say that? How would he feel if he was in the room and he heard me say that to someone? Like, period. And if you do that, I promise you, you will keep yourself out of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff you'll keep yourself out of. So again, power of the tongue. It is life and death in that. Gotta be careful. Bite-sized content. I'm telling you, dude, I'm gonna land this to the point where I might make shirts or something. Either way, I love you. God loves you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, and be mindful to how you talk to yourself and be mindful how you talk to people. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.